If I've learned anything over the last 15 years from age 20 to 35, is this: momentum is my biggest weapon as a man. Motivation, discipline, confidence. Because if I'm not moving forward, if I don't have that positive momentum, even these smallest little tasks start to feel impossible. Like, bro, I remember times where literally just walking up to a girl and saying hello felt like something that was out of reach. I couldn't do it. I'm not talking about pulling her home or making her my girlfriend, just mumbling a few words. Couldn't do it. And that is why now I do everything in my power to avoid these 10 silent killers. Because when I'm on a roll, I'm stacking wins, I'm staying locked in. Even the wildest goals. 1 million subscribers, a 7-figure business, becoming the man I always saw in my head. Literally anything is possible. Number 1, romanticizing the old you. Like, I can remember back in Boston University, my final year, a bunch of the seniors, we went to Foxwoods Casino, and there was this smoking hot girl who she wasn't part of my class, but she was there with some of her friends. And her and I, as we were pre-gaming up in one of the big hotel suites, we had some good conversation. And then all of us went down to the casino and she forgot her ID. And I was like, oh, damn, that sucks. Here, I'll walk you back to the room. We walked back to the room and well, I fumbled it a bit. We didn't hook up, but we kissed and we had an intimate night. And in my mind after that was like my peak experience with the girl. Like, bro, everyone thought that girl was smoking that night and she came back with me. But here's the thing. I thought it was this big blessing in my life. And in reality, it ended up being a terrible curse. Because the success I had that night, it was all luck, man. It was not a repeatable skill. And afterwards, it haunted me. Because when I was too afraid to talk to a girl, or when a girl didn't text me back, I'd be like, why can't I just be like I had that one night? Why couldn't I have made that girl my girlfriend, man? That was my chance. And I'm willing to bet that you've done the same thing in your life. You've gotten caught reminiscing and romanticizing the past rather than focusing on actually building your future. The harsh fact is that if you're mentally stuck in the past, you're never gonna build your future. Number 2, work-life balance. My first job interview, I remember after they asked me all the questions, they said, do you have any questions for us? And I said, yeah. How do you guys feel about work-life balance here? I'm ready to work hard, but I still want to enjoy my life. Back then, I had this fear of working hard. And I think it started in my school days. I actually got good grades, but I hated doing homework, man. So as the teacher was giving the homework the last 5 minutes of class, I'd already be there, like just trying to get it done. So technically I had it done the next day so I could just go home and play basketball and video games. I just wanted to coast by and enjoy my leisure activities as much as possible. Maybe you can relate. Here's the thing though, we're not schoolboys anymore. And that same mindset, where is it going to bring you in the future? If the next 10 years you just try and do as little hard work as possible, what's your body going to look like? What's your money going to look like? Is there even going to be any women in your life who are interested in you? Or are you just going to be a 30, 40, 50-year-old guy living alone, doing his leisure activities, playing video games or whatever, with nothing to show for it? I've realized this is just a coping mechanism most guys have. I don't want to work too hard. You want to relax and chill. The mindset shift I've had to make is that work is not a bug. It's a feature. It's not something that I have to hide from. It's something I have to embrace. Every day, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to do hard work, and I'm not going to feel like doing it, but I'm just going to commit to doing it today, tomorrow, the next day, for the next years, bro. I submit to the work so that when I'm doing it, I'm fully focused. I build that momentum. And then at the end of the day, the last few hours, that's when I chill. Number 3, being selfish in the wrong ways. Sometimes being selfish can be a very effective tool. Like, I got to where I am today by being extremely selfish with my time. No, I don't want to hang out with you, guy that I don't really have anything in common with, just to pass the time. I'm going to be selfish and use that time for myself. But most of the time, being selfish, it fucks you. Tell me if this sounds familiar. Other people, they don't really fully understand you. They don't know what problems you're dealing with. Think of whatever thing is stressing you out the most right now. The people around you, they don't know what you're dealing with. They don't know the weight you have on your shoulders every day. It's so easy to tell ourselves that my life is so hard, and then we start seeing our life as this tragic soap opera where every day you couldn't believe what I'm going through. It's a worthless mindset, bro. It's natural to think that way, but it's worthless. What I do now is I actively try and minimize my problems and act like they're nothing. You know, a few months ago, I had to get surgery on my lumbar spine. And I was telling myself, bro, there's literally children in war-torn parts of the world right now who wake up and their parents are dead. They got bombs dropping around them. They're starving to death. They get their leg and their arm blown off. And I'm going to sit here worrying that I got to go to the doctor and get surgery on my back. What a joke. My problems are truly nothing. And that's also how you should look at your problems, or else they're actually going to hold you back. Also, quick side note, but real talk. If there's one thing that I've learned about building momentum as a man, it's that stacking the small wins, that's the most important thing. And weirdly, one of the fastest ways I build momentum is simply by dressing better. And not for other people, for me. Like, it's hard to move sloppy when I look dialed in. And that's why right now we are running the Edge Lifestyle annual sale. This only happens once per year, and the entire website is marked down up to 50% off. 30% off joggers, chinos, jeans, and t-shirts. 40% off shorts, and 50% off jackets. The cold weather's around the corner, and the Berlin jacket is my go-to for looking fresh in the fall and winter time. And let's be real, most guys don't have classy pants that are actually comfortable. The active chinos have you covered. Built-in stretch, a classic fit that's not too baggy, not too tight. These are my go-tos for date nights and dinners. And of course, you need some go-to daily joggers for hitting the gym and running errands around town. My personal favorites are the Luxe Tech Joggers V2, lightweight fabric, clean, tapered fit, and I just love the look of the two Tech cargo pockets. And there's still limited quantities left of the all-new Performance Tee and Summer Hybrid shorts. Don't miss out on those. These are some of the biggest deals of the year, but they expire on Friday. Just go to edgelifestyle.com or click that first link in description to shop now. No coupon code needed. If you're serious about showing up for yourself, this is an easy place to start. Number 4, listening to rap music. For basically my entire life, rap music was the soundtrack to my life. Eminem, Dr. Dre, Lil Wayne, Big Sean, and of course, the greatest of them all, Mr. West, Kanye West. I always thought, yeah, it's aggressive, but it's kind of motivating, right? That aggressive energy, it fuels me in the gym. When I'm driving in the car, it keeps me in a proactive mindset. And let's be real, the clean beats and the dope rhymes is nice. It's good to listen to. I vibe with it. But what I didn't realize until this year is that it was numbing my soul, and it was keeping me in this dumbed down, low vibration mindset. Think about the lyrics and the themes in the songs. I'm such a badass. Look at me. I got all this money. I got all these women. I treat them like shit. I'm the man. People want to be me. They're wrong about me. I'm the man. Like that basically sums up 98% of rap lyrics. And whether you agree with me or not, it trains your mind subconsciously to worship money and fame and to look at women as hoes, and also to worship rappers who all they do is flex on you. And then it's only natural that you look at the world as, I don't have all these things in my life, and if I just had all these things in my life, then I would be cool and important too. And when I look back at my life, the most successful stretches have been when I'm not focused on the money, when I'm not obsessed about the finances, but when I'm just in a flow, focused on creating and getting lost in the work. And that's why now I prefer to listen to chill house music. It keeps me in a flow. It's got good uplifting vibrations, whether I'm grinding at the desk, whether I'm cruising in the car. That's the energy I want in my life. Number 5, quietly accepting a decline in standards. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You used to be motivated. You saw your future as this bright thing that you were building. You were excited to go to the gym and push yourself. You were excited to set and reach goals. But over the years, you've just gotten a bit worn down, man. And now when you wake up, you just think, I just got to get through this day. I just got to get to the end of the day, man. And you've just accepted this worn down state as the new normal. Like, I don't need a really hot girl in my life. I don't need to make a bunch of money. I don't need to kill myself in the gym every day and get jacked, man. And by the way, that's right. You don't need all the money in the world. But when you're telling yourself these things, what are you really telling yourself? You're telling yourself there's not really a purpose in your life anymore. Like, if you're resonating with these things I'm saying, what are you even fucking living for anymore, bro? What are you living for? Why do you get up each day? What's the point of getting to tomorrow? If you don't have an answer to that, if you don't have a why for the things you're doing, well, until you fix that, you're never going to have your drive back. Number 6, you're avoiding risk to protect your ego. When the fear of looking stupid becomes louder in your head than the hunger to grow, is game over. And it's not always about looking stupid to other people. I was always most deeply afraid that if I failed at something, it was going to prove to myself that I wasn't good enough. Like, am I really going to film these YouTube videos and edit them and put them up there and then no one's going to watch them? Like, how much of a loser will I be that I invested weeks or months into this shit? Or I'd be on the subway in Boston and I'd spot a really cute girl, just a few meters away. And I'd be like, oh, I could go start a conversation with her. She's probably just going to say no anyway. And then, like, why should I have even gone through that pain, man? Bro, the hard fact of life I've learned is that looking stupid is not something that maybe I can avoid on my way to success. It's a fucking requirement to get to success. You have to not be like, all right, let me minimize the chances of looking stupid and failing. Nah, now I'm like, I'm gonna fucking go all in, and I'm sure I'm gonna look stupid on this. I'm sure I'm gonna fall on my face a few times. How many old cringy ass YouTube videos did I upload on the way here, man? I'm proud of those. Those are some of my most proud moments. How many little products did I try and launch that I just wasted a couple months building and no one bought them? Were those failures? Yeah, they were. Were those embarrassing moments? Yeah, they were. But guess what? You don't get the W's without the L's. It all comes together, man. You can avoid all of them. You can avoid the losses and the embarrassment, but you're also going to avoid the wins also. That's up to you. Number 7, you want to feel ahead of other guys. Do you ever catch yourself kind of like sizing up another guy and then you tell yourself a story in your head about why you're not below him and why he's actually below you? Like, yeah, his girl's hot. I don't have a girl, but this guy's not as smart as me. Yeah, man, he probably sucks at basketball too. I could cross him up and break his ankles. I used to do these friendly comparisons in my head all the time. Everywhere I was going, I had a story about why I was actually, I wouldn't even say better than other guys, why I was not less than other guys. It wasn't until I got honest with myself and started telling myself, nah, man, that guy's got a hot girl. He clearly knows something I don't know. Maybe I can learn from him. That guy's had, way more success with his YouTube channel than me. What is he doing that I'm not doing? He knows something I don't. Even if you get to be the most jacked guy in your gym, there's going to be a million guys in other gyms that are more jacked than you. Even if you get to be the most rich guy in your hometown, second you go to a bigger city, you're another brokey. And that's all right, man. There's no point in living our life trying to climb some imaginary totem pole. If anything, it's just easier to let go of all that shit and take all that pressure off of yourself. You can learn something from everyone out there. Number 8, you stay up late and you think it's productive. I know there's some guys out there watching this right now who are like, nah, bro, I operate better at night. I'm a night owl. Yeah, I'm gonna do better staying up at night and then waking up late. I've been there, bro. I've been there. It's not a coincidence that like every single successful guy you look at, he wakes up early. You guys who are guilty of this, you know who I'm talking to. You're at your laptop at night thinking that you're working and you're probably just playing some YouTube video, or maybe you're grinding your rank in League of Legends or Call of Duty. I've been there, man. And the truth is that when I stay up late at night, I'm really just like hiding from the reality of the new day to come. Like, I'm not ready yet to get up and start the next day. So I push it off. Then I get less sleep. I get worse sleep. You probably end up jacking off before you go to bed, and terrible mindset, low energy levels the next day. I got a 10 p.m. bedtime now. Like, I'm going to bed at 9:30. I'm asleep at 10. I'm up at 6. And from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., I crush 3 times more work than I used to complete in a single day. Number 9, you're always starting something new instead of sticking with the old thing. Back in the day when I wanted to start online businesses, I had my Instagram, I started my Facebook page, my podcast, my YouTube channel, and every time, I started the next thing, it was like this big win. Bro, I'm killing it, man. I got all these different projects and goals. I was also trying to approach girls throughout the day, stay consistent with my lifting routine, learn a martial art. Just killing it, right? Nah, I wasn't killing it at anything. I was just dipping my toes in a bunch of shit. That's the easy path in life. You try and upload a few YouTube videos, you don't immediately get a bunch of views and comments. So you're like, this YouTube thing ain't for me. I'm gonna do something else instead. If you look at all the guys who are winning at a really high level, all of them have one thing in common. They went boringly deep, all in on a very specific thing in order to build that up. And maybe after they had a lot of success there, they leveraged that to get into other areas. In 2017, almost 9 years ago, that's when I cut the shit. I dropped off every goal I had other than 2 high-quality YouTube videos per week. And I have not missed a single upload since then. That's the only reason I had any success on this platform. That's the only reason I was able to launch any businesses off of the marketing of this YouTube channel. What's the one thing you're gonna build over the next 12 months? Drop a comment below. Forget all the rest of the noise. Go all in. It's gonna be boring, it's gonna be a grind. It's also gonna work if you do it. By the way, respect to all the G's who made it this deep in the video. Drop a thumbs up on the video. Number 10, blaming external factors. Once I finally make that move to the city next year, my life is gonna blow up, bro. It's gonna blow up. Once I finally heal from my ex-girlfriend who broke my heart, things are gonna turn around for me, man. Once I stay consistent in the gym and I got a jacked body I'm proud of and I lose all that weight, at that point, the world ain't ready for me, man. You cannot wait for your life to change for you, or you're gonna be waiting your entire life, never happy, never fulfilled, just waiting. And even once that moment comes, the right now you're waiting on, there's gonna be something else to wait for, bro. Ask yourself right now, if I had to start living my life going for everything, regardless of what the current circumstances are, how would I do that? That's your answer. That's the key that's going to unlock the next step for you. How do I embrace my current situation without being miserable about it? How do I wake up every day and embrace, this is mine, this is where I'm at. How do I own this? Look, life is going to pass by regardless of what you do. Regardless of your mindset or your habits, the next year, the next 10 years are gonna pass by. It's happening. It's not waiting for you, man. The time is going. The question is just, would you rather look back in 10 years and be like, fuck, look what I did, man. That was hard, but look what I did. Or would you rather look back and see no change and still be waiting for permission to feel better about yourself? This is something I got to remind myself all the time. It's easy to start waiting for that one external thing to change. Nah, I want to live my life right now. That's why we're on this planet, man, is to live, and I want to fucking live right now. That being said, if you made it to the end of this video, first of all, don't sleep on that Edge sale. It ends in a few days at the 50% off, link in description. But if you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you. And look, if you're serious about continuing to push forward, you need to watch that video next. YouTube has recommended that one specifically for your situation. The algorithm knows all. Click there to watch that now. If you're new to the channel, click down there to subscribe, as I drop 2 new videos every single week and you don't want to miss them. I'll talk to you in the next video. Stay beastly.